Okay, check it out. I'm at a faculty meeting. You see, got Mr. Engel, got Mr. Henry. I'm making an instructional video for my juniors, and I'm going to talk about how to move. I'm going to talk about how to move from your post-it notes to your body paragraphs. Even though I already talked about it, I'm going to talk about it again, and then I'll talk about some more stuff. So, let me see.
The communication class, right?
There's Dr. Lynch.
There it is right
Okay,
there.
so what I'm saying here is that I showed this in class where you got all your post-its organized
You're out
like
of snowflakes
this.
out there.
You've put them
I'm
in order.
offended.
That's the key thing, is like you put your post-its in order so that you know
As a snowflake,
kind of where you're
as a
going
snowflake, I am mad that I didn't get a snowflake.
with the logic of your paragraph. You have written a topic sentence. Notice that the topic sentence
As a
is written
snowflake, I
like
think it's really
a
problematic
sentence.
that I
It's
didn't
not written like a question, because the topic sentence needs to say what the paragraph is going to be about. So like I did in class, that's not what we want.
This is the most interested Mr. Coopersmith has been in a meeting in a long time.
It is. It really is.
Oh, where's the oh, there's the camera.
Yeah.
Now look right there.
it's right
at
there.
The camera. It's right
Hello?
here.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Is this thing on?
Oh yeah. So here it is. So if my topics, so that's my topic sentence, right? And then, although it is a common belief that sugar feeds cancer, this is misleading because it oversimplifies the relationship between sugar and cancer. And then I immediately go to my, I lost it, but this is from my first post-it note, but I had to cite my source. That's why you needed to write a number on your post-it note. So I write, in the Sugar Cancer Connection, 5 Things You Should Know, Sarah Williams, the author, explains that when people think that sugar feeds cancer, they might even be scared to eat a piece of cake.
Sugar Beets was my nickname in high school.
Cancer. So
Cancer?
So then I go to my second sticky note, which is basically like she's using a person who has some credibility, this dietitian, to support this idea. So she says, I say she supports this assertion by citing Stanford Medicine oncology dietitian Eric Conner, who explains that the misconception that sugar feeds cancer switches people's anxiety on.
Good afternoon. Celebrations. Danny and Salo.
So it's a little quieter in here. But you can here, but you can see like what you're doing as a student is you're kind of tying together your post-it notes with your commentary, even if it's she supports this assertion by citing Stanford Medicine oncology dietitian, And then here I'm kind of transitioning with my own language because I'm getting ready to go. I'm saying the truth is there is a relationship between sugar and cancer, but it's not as scary or straightforward as just saying that sugar feeds cancer. Right, and see, the reason I'm saying that is then I'm going to go to my which I don't even know what happened to it. Let me see, this, and I'm going to go to this one where it's like there's actually this information that cancerous cells use glucose, the body's basic form of sugar, different than healthy cells use it. So if I go to my article, what happened? Whoa. Here we go. I'm trying to see if I can actually copy this. Nope. Dang it. Why can't I do that? Anyway. Cancer cells use glucose, the body's basic form of sugar. I don't know, I'm losing. Now Miss Canon is making photocopies. So what I'm doing is I'm showing, now I'm going to talk about how there is a relationship between sugar and cancer. I'm pulling that from the same source. Now, one thing I want to show you is you can't do this. You can't just pop in a full sentence quote like this. What you have to do is you have to at least say, according to Williams, or something that says, you know, that something of your own words that shows where it came from. But you know, the thing is, then you just kind of follow your post-it notes, and then once you've reached the end, okay, it's time to go back to the which I can't find this, but it's time to go back to this thing, to your next collection of post-it notes, and to look at what's your next topic sentence. Now, as I've said before, by this point, I'm hoping that you have decided the order of your different collections, that you put them in some kind of logical order so that the paragraphs are in an order that makes sense. But that's kind of how you build the essay. And you know, in terms of the introduction and conclusion, what I'm really looking for here is, honestly, for your introduction, as long as you have a thesis statement, you know, that captures the overall idea of your whole essay. It could be a sentence or two in your introduction. I'm fine with that. And then in terms of the conclusion, so after you've built out all your paragraphs in the conclusion, just write, you know, 3 to 5 sentences about the major ideas that you've covered in the essay. And if you can get that far and get all that done, then all we have really left is making a works cited page.